Oh dear, are you all right?
Just a little twinge, I'll be fine.
Have you ever heard someone say, I feel fine? I'd know if I were having a heart problem. It's something we all want to believe. But the truth is many heart attacks, especially in people over 60, don't come with the big dramatic signs we've seen in movies. No clutching of the chest, no collapsing on the floor. Often it's quieter than that, it's subtle. And that's exactly why it's so dangerous. What if I told you that many seniors have heart attacks without ever feeling chest pain? Yes, it's true. In fact, the most dangerous symptoms are the ones that people overlook, the ones they brush off as just part of getting older. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to uncover those hidden signs of heart attack that often show up in people over 60. You or someone you love might have experienced one of these signs and not even realized it. That's why this could be one of the most important conversations we'll ever have. Let me start by telling you about John. John was 72 years old. He was one of those people who liked to stay active. He took morning walks. He ate oatmeal instead of bacon. He even tried to avoid sugar. He wasn't perfect, but he was doing his best, and overall, he felt pretty good. One morning, John woke up feeling tired. Not sick, not in pain, just more tired than usual. He didn't feel like making breakfast, so he sat on the couch and figured he'd just relax for a while. Maybe I didn't sleep well, he thought, or maybe it was just one of those days. But as the hours went on, he didn't feel any better. In fact, by late afternoon, John collapsed. When the ambulance arrived, the paramedics said he'd had a heart attack, and the doctors later explained he had been having it all day. From the moment he woke up, his heart had been struggling. But because there was no chest pain, no dramatic symptoms, no obvious red flag, he didn't realize what was happening. That's the kind of story we hear more often than you might think. Quiet heart attacks, subtle signs, and people, especially as seniors, thinking, it's probably nothing. So let me ask you, have you ever felt deeply tired even after a full night's sleep? Ever had a day where you just didn't feel like yourself but couldn't explain why? Ever brushed off little symptoms because you didn't want to make a fuss? If you have, you're not alone. And that's exactly why we're here. So what are the hidden signs of a heart attack after age 60? Let's break them down simply. 1. Unusual fatigue. Have you ever woken up and felt like you barely slept, and not just once, but for days? Fatigue that's not normal is one of the top early signs of a heart issue in seniors. 2. Mild nausea or indigestion. Sometimes it feels like gas. Other times it's just a little queasiness. But if that feeling lingers, especially when paired with fatigue or sweating, it's time to pay attention. 3. Lightheadedness or dizziness. Do you ever feel a little unsteady when you get up? Now, yes, it could be dehydration or low blood sugar, but it could also be a warning sign from your heart. 4. Cold sweats, sweating when you're not doing anything physical, or waking up at night drenched. That's your body saying, something's not right. Discomfort in the neck, jaw, or back. This one surprises people. We think heart attack equals chest pain. But seniors, especially women, often feel pain in the upper back, shoulder, or jaw instead. Have you ever felt pressure behind your shoulder blade and thought it was just a pulled muscle? It might be. But if it comes with other symptoms, please get it checked. 6. Shortness of breath. Going upstairs used to be fine, but lately do you feel winded more easily? Do you have to pause while folding laundry or getting dressed? That's not just getting older. It could be your heart struggling. 7. Just not feeling right. This is the hardest to explain, but many seniors say this, I just didn't feel like myself that day. Listen to that voice inside you. You know your body better than anyone. Let's pause for a moment. Do any of these sound familiar? Have you brushed off one or two thinking, oh, it's nothing? If so, you're not alone. Most people do. That's why we're having this conversation. So why does the risk of heart attack go up after 60? It's not because we've done something wrong. It's not even because we're old. It's just how the body changes over time, quietly, gradually. Think about your heart like a hardworking machine that's been running nonstop for decades. Over the years, the parts might not move as smoothly. Maybe there's a little rust. Maybe the wires need checking. That's normal. Let me explain in everyday terms. As we age, our blood vessels, the little highways that carry blood to and from the heart, can become stiff or narrow. Imagine a garden hose that's been left in the sun too long. It's not as flexible anymore, right? That's how blood vessels can get. And when they narrow, the blood has to squeeze through tighter spaces. That puts pressure on the heart. Now add things like high blood pressure or diabetes. Have you or someone you know been told to watch your pressure or keep an eye on your sugar levels? These conditions can damage blood vessels even more, making the heart work overtime. And let's not forget about stress. Have you had nights where your mind just won't turn off? Or days where worry sits on your shoulders like a weight you can't shake off? Stress is not just in your head, it affects your body too. It raises blood pressure, it tightens your muscles, it even changes how your heart beats. And over time, all of that can lead to serious trouble. There's also something we don't talk about enough: loneliness. Yes, loneliness. You may be thinking, I'm fine. I don't need a crowd. And that's okay. But we are social creatures. When we go days, sometimes weeks without a real conversation, a hug, a laugh, our body starts to notice. And the heart feels it most. Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone called just to say hello? When was the last time you sat with someone over a cup of tea and just talked? Connection is powerful medicine. So no, getting older doesn't mean we're broken or fragile, but it does mean we need to be a little more aware, more tuned in, more gentle with ourselves, and more open to asking for help when we need it. Now let's talk about why heart attacks become more common than after 60. It's not about blaming age, it's about understanding the body. As we get older, our arteries may narrow, our heart muscle might weaken. Conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes add extra strain. Also stress, lack of sleep, or even loneliness. Yes, loneliness can increase heart attack risk. Here's a gentle reminder: there's nothing weak about needing support. In fact, asking for help is a strength. Think of your heart like a car that's been running for decades. It's carried you through a lifetime, through work, family, joy, loss, laughter, stress. But even the best engines need a little tune-up, a little extra care, especially after all those years on the road. And here's something else to consider. Heart problems often don't start suddenly. They build up over time. A little tension here, a little fatigue there, and we don't always notice the difference because it's gradual. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you had your heart checked? Not just your blood pressure, but your overall heart health. It's okay if it's been a while. What matters is what you do next. So, what can you do starting today? Let's go through a quick checklist. Feeling tired for no reason, mild nausea off and on, dizzy when standing, breaking into cold sweats, pain in jaw, shoulder or back, breathless with light activity. Just feel off lately. If you said yes to more than one, it's time to talk to your doctor. But here's the good news. There's so much you can do to protect your heart. Go for a walk every day, even just around the block. Eat more fruits and vegetables and try to cut back on salt. Drink enough water, even if you're not thirsty. Call a friend or loved one every day. Even a short conversation helps. And most importantly, keep up with your regular checkups. Small steps really do make a big difference. I want you to remember this. Catching the signs early doesn't just save lives, it saves quality of life. You deserve to feel strong, clear, and supported. If something doesn't feel right, listen to it. Don't brush it off. Don't wait until it gets worse. Call your doctor. Talk to someone you trust. Take that first step. You are worth it. And if this video helped you even just a little, please share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might touch. And if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have you or someone close to you ever had a heart scare? What did you learn from it? Let's talk. Let's share. Let's support each other. Because you're not alone. You are not weak. You are wise, and your heart deserves care, love, and attention. Stay safe. Stay strong. And I'll see you in the next video.